But you're right, you gotta have time to review it. Morehead State University, I think Beth's here.
Yes, I don't really have a lot to report. Literally up to our eyeballs on projects, things are going well. Early trends for our enrollment for the fall are trending high. We're about 120 students and applicants above what we were this time last year, so that's exciting.
Good.
So I'll be glad to answer any questions anybody has about things going on at the university. So,
Beth, just, I know at the last meeting, we talked a little bit about the recycling center, and as I understand it, you guys moved forward on that?
yes, we did. We did
Okay.
with the understanding that we would, that the recycling center folks would begin to develop a more longer-term business plan to have an idea of the feasibility of the operation moving forward.
And I want to, I'm not sure that that's clear to them, and so if we're making that a condition of funding, I mean, I'm more than happy, since I'm the city council representative on that, make sure to bring that to them. But from the communications I'm seeing, I'm not sure that they see that as their responsibility.
Let me know what I need to do. I've emailed Ali Secor. We've sent, the president has signed a new interlocal agreement that we've sent to Joyce. I'm not sure what else we need to do to put it on a headline. We are in support.
Thank you very much.
Future growth development projects for the city.
You have my list, if there's any questions. And on a side note, Cookout Fresh Burgers did pull a electrical permit for a temporary electric pole, so they're supposedly moving forward shortly.
Joe, when we issue a building permit, is it just good for 12 months, or?
12 months to start. If they don't cease operations for a 6 months period after that, then, and that could be varied, Tom. It just says if they do a little something.
But if they don't do anything,
If they don't do anything, then we'll send them a notice that it's void and
they just have to reapply.
Would that temporary service be a little something?
yes, it could be if they put it in. It's not put in, but they pulled a permit for the temporary service. They reapply and update under the new codes or to make sure their stuff's still in compliance with the code.
Anything else, Joe? Approval of payment of monthly bills and statements.
Notice there were a lot of tax refunds. Was that just tied to this particular time of year?
It's occupational tax
Yeah.
refunds.
Yes.
Gotcha.
I've got a question. Carla, who is James
Thanks, Beth.
Logan Anderson?
He's Jimmy Anderson.
Thanks, Beth.
He's a sporting official for the Parks and Rec.
Okay, so, I mean, there were several payments in here too, and I had no
He's,
clue
yeah,
who he was.
he's an official.
He's a
He does our basketball.
I got another one, if nobody else, what's purchase power?
Purchase Power.
Yeah.
Purchase Power is our postage machine.
Okay, all right.
We have a monthly rental and then we have to pay for postage on top of that.
We had budgeted some assistance for the People's Clinic, the spouse, the women's shelter, and the overall shelter, homeless shelter. And they haven't been paid yet. Is it just that they haven't sent us an invoice? Is it timing?
This is my first time with those and I don't know if they send us the invoice on those. Johnny, is that something?
So People's Clinic, Dove's Spouse Abuse Shelter, and the Gateway Homeless Center.
They have to send an invoice. Like
Did
we
they
just
know
got.
that? I'm wondering if we ought to follow up with a letter, just reminding them that the funds are in the budget.
We can do that. We just got the one from the airport. We can do that.
I noticed that, Joe, code enforcement fines are up. Anything in particular there going on?
Just the same, people are, instead of,
We're up by about 2,000 this year, so.
well, in the new law for if somebody does a building project and they start in advance of receiving a building permit, we can fine them up to $500 to start with, and that's under the new 2013 building code. And I'm sure that has a little bit to do with it.
We had a lot of yard mowing also that ended up paying mortgage companies paid, because we notified them also.
Carla? Another question. Grayson RECC, why do we pay them for 105 East Main Street? That's in the middle of town.
That is for, we have a tower on Big Perry. I think
Okay,
it's
so they
the-
just use the address for
And they
City
use
Hall.
the address for,
Oh,
yes,
City Hall,
and for
right.
City
All
Hall
right.
for the police station.
Ryan Alderman.
Brian.
He's also an official.
Yes, it's sporting official.
That's Dave Alden's son.
Mayor, I would move the payment of the bills.
Second. Any discussion? Hearing none, please call roll.
Atkins,
Yes.
Bishop,
Yes.
Peru,
Yes.
Franzini, Isley.
Yes.
Alrighty.
One other thing while we're on that,
Yes, ma'am.
I like the form that you got, this one,
This one,
Citizens Bank, the council approval report. My personal preference.
Joni and Carl's been working really hard trying to get these things so we can get them under control, all right? What's your brief? All right, so, unfinished business, anything else before we go into that? All right, unfinished business, second reading, ordinance confirming the sale and awarding an exclusive franchise to Kentucky Utilities Corporation for a term of 20 years for electric franchise for the erection, laying, and maintenance of electric facilities and appurtenant facilities and equipment in, along, and across the public ways, roads, streets, alleys, other public places in the city of Moorhead, Kentucky, and for furnishing and selling electricity by means of said facility.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, please call roll.
Atkins,
Yes.
Bishop.
Yes.
Peru,
Nay.
Franzini,
Yes.
Isley.
Yes.
Carries 4-1, correct? All right. B, second reading and ordinance amending.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Please call roll.
Atkins,
Yes.
Bishop,
Yes.
Peru,
Yes.
Franzini.
Yes.
Isley.
Yes.
Item C, second reading and ordinance establishing a zone map amendment from, is that L1? I1 industrial zone to P1 public zone for property located at 91 Christie Creek, which includes Rockburn Elementary School and the soccer fields.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, please call roll.
Atkins,
Yes.
Bishop,
Yes.
Peru,
Yes.
Franzini.
Yes.
Isley.
Yes.
Item E, second reading, an ordinance adopting an amended budget for the Moorhead Utility Plant Board for fiscal year 14-15 by the Board of City Council of the City of Moorhead, Kentucky. D, oh, I'm sorry. Which one did I skip? D?
Yeah.
Oh, my fault, second's on there.
As far as one blind.
As they say at the ballgame, correction,
Space out.
D, second reading, an ordinance establishing a zone map amendment from I-1 industrial zone to B-1 general business zone for properties located between 700 and 1064 East Main Street.
So moved.
Any discussion? Hearing none, please call roll.
Atkins,
Yes.
Bishop,
Yes.
Peru,
Yes.
Franzini.
Yes.
Isley.
Yes.
All right. Now the much anticipated second reading, an ordinance adopting an amended budget for the Moorhead Utility Plant Board for fiscal year 14-15 by Board of City Council of the City of Moorhead, Kentucky.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, please call roll.
Atkins,
Yes.
Bishop,
Yes.
Peru,
Yes.
Franzini.
Yes.
Isley.
Yes.
Item F, first reading, an ordinance amending the interlocal cooperative agreement between Round County, Kentucky, and the City of Moorhead, Kentucky, and Moorhead State University, providing for a community recycling center.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, please call roll.
Atkins,
Yes.
Bishop,
Yes.
Carew,
Yes.
Franzini,
Yes.
Isley.
Yes.
Item G,
Mayor, just a point. So I'm not sure the recycling center understands. So this is a payment starting July 1. I'm not sure they understand that. And again, it'd be good to communicate with them that this takes effect July 1.
okay, is that where we talked last time about where the other ones thought they were starting right away?
I think the county is,
Yeah.
I thought the university was too, wasn't
no, I think they're gonna start July
I do too, because that's last email that I believe I'm correct on that.
I mean, it's the same interlocal government agreement, but this is coming out of the fiscal year that begins July 1.
Yes. And we think the county may be already,
The county was already paying for it.
okay?
But this is a new agreement, am I right, or did he not?
We're just amending.
We're just raising the amount which we do. It's, yeah,
I just got it.
which we contribute. All righty, G, rental property.
Move the third day.
Okay,
Second.
all
What are
righty.
we talking about?
Hurry, quick, hurry.
Right over here.
Quick.
Yeah.
You have any questions on that before we go? Did you have a chance to go look at it, Chief? I know this
Snowstorm, yes.
snowstorm hit. That's a
But
light
I've been there
excuse.
before, good,
Right.
good motion.
All right. Any discussion?
Tom probably does. Wait on it.
I'm waiting on it.
You guys are good with Joe's recommendation? I'm okay
Yes.
with that.
All righty?
It might, maybe we could say in the agenda what piece of property we're talking about.
Yes,
310 Bridge Street.
right over here. It was a
Trailer.
trailer that was also
A beauty shop.
a beauty
built
shop.
around.
And as a matter of fact, y'all didn't know this, but by being here, we're all gonna go over and tear it down after meetings. So, all right. Hearing no discussion, please call roll.
Atkins,
Yes.
Bishop,
Yes.
Carew,
Yes.
Franzini, Isley.
Yes.
All right, new business. Item H, on the back of the paper, for those of you listening at home. Let's see, first reading, an ordinance amending the City of Moorhead, Kentucky annual budget for fiscal year 14 through 6/30/15 by estimating revenues and resources and appropriating funds for the operation of city government budget amendment number 2.
Well, for the sake of discussion, I would move.
I'll second.
Discussion?
I guess I had some discussion about, in the recreation department. So the recreation department changes includes moving 20,000 from lifeguard salaries to construction, maintenance and repair, which would be covering the cost of the swimming pool. Are we expensing that? That sounds like a capital investment to me, so.
It's demolition.
It's demolition.
We're estimating for rock and stone. We don't have the report from the engineer yet as to what they're gonna require, whether they're gonna require us to break it up or to leave it in place and fill it. So we're waiting on that, but estimating my yardage of gravel and stone that it would take and so forth, and fuel, equipment to take care of it.
And then 10.5 for scoreboards. Moving 3,000 from chemicals
Is that on the,
and 7,500 from
Yes,
pool
yes,
startup.
the scoreboards, 2 of them have already been, well, they've all 3 been purchased, and 2 of them are up for over here. And that again was taking away, we put one at the Little League field, one at the multi-use field here, the softball Little League field, and the big one's going up in the high school field. And what they did, and I'll just give you a little bit of background on it, Tom, they came to me and I said, I'll tell you what, we'll work this out, but we want to buy in from the schools. And so they went in for the big one, which was 7,500, and the school boosters club, I think, put a third in, and then they also sold a third of the ads. So in other words, it only cost us really a third of what, so they had a big community buy-in on that.
Very good.
And they haven't been, those school boards have been there 30 plus years. So they were just, one of them was beyond repair, we had to do something. And the good thing about the big one It has, you can sell ads each year to take the slots out, so it'll be, and they're all wireless. I mean, they're nice. They'll be there a long time, but that's what we do with that. Any other discussion or anything on that? All right, please call roll.
Atkins,
Yes.
Bishop,
Yes.
Peru,
Yes,
Franzini.
Yes.
Isley.
Yes.
Item I, municipal order for a written policy governing purchase and the control and use of credit cards.
So moved.
Any discussion?
yeah, so, and it may just be that I was getting confused between the different kinds of cards. So there should be one Visa MasterCard account. Each department director shall have a Visa MasterCard with their name on it. And the Visa MasterCard shall be retained, though, by the deputy clerk accounts payable. So David Morris has got a credit card in his name, but he doesn't have it in his pocket. It's with the deputy clerk.
Which is gonna be in the vault, not with
Right.
me.
They will have to come and